Hello and welcome to Daily Records. I am Tommy Burton, and today we're going to be talking about the third album from Elton John. This is Tumbleweed Connection, released on October 30th, 1970. This was a concept album from Elton John, and it centered on country and sort of Americana type things. It's not a country album, but you can tell by the cover a little bit about what the content probably was similar to. Now, the album was written by the songwriting duo at the time of Elton John and of course, partner Bernie Taupin. There was one song not written by the duo, Leslie Duncan's Love Song. Now, Elton and his band got together at Trident Studios in London in March of 1970 and recorded the album, and it was a huge hit for Elton John. It went all the way to number 2 on the UK album charts, and it reached the top 5 on the US Billboard 200 chart. It was a gold record. It was later ranked as one of the 500 greatest albums of all time by Rolling Stone magazine. Now, this was the first appearance of longtime Elton John band members, Dee Murray and Nigel Olsson, and they came together as the rhythm section on Amarina. Now, Olsson had played on Empty Sky, but this was Murray's first record with Elton John. Now, there were no singles released from this album, which was quite interesting considering Elton John was known as sort of a singles guy or a writer of hit singles. Now, there were a couple of things. Country Comfort and Love Song was pulled as a single in New Zealand, but there were several songs that came quite well known. Country Comfort, My Father's Gun, and one of the centerpieces of the album to me, Amarina, of course, as I mentioned before, but Burn Down the Mission, which is a fantastic Elton John original song. Now, Country Comfort, funny enough, was written for Rod Stewart to sing for Gasoline Alley, and Rod Stewart went on to perform the song with Elton John dressed as a hornet at a live gig. So some of you have seen about that, but this was later on. But this was an interesting album because it was kind of in this sort of crossroads or period for Elton where he was still discovering his voice as a singer-songwriter and that whole movement. But it's a fantastic collection of songs, and as a result, it is one of Elton's strongest albums from a particularly strong period for him. Very prolific writer. Went on to have huge hits throughout the 70s. But this album was really, to me, kind of where he really kind of starts bringing it all together, and it gives birth to a lot of the persona of what Elton John would sort of become. And plus, it kind of displayed his talents as a musical chameleon, as it were. It's not a country album per se. So if you're expecting, twang and that sort of thing, probably not going to find it here. Full of Elton's sort of pop sensibilities, wonderful melodies, and fantastic singing voice. Tumbleweed Connection by Elton John, today's Daily Record. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Let me know what you think about this album. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. It's TommyBurton75. In the meantime, I'll see you all again tomorrow with another Daily Record.